So what do you want to
what
talk
would you do?
about?
Well, I'm not really sure, really.
How have you been?
Okay,
That's good.
yourself?
I've been fine.
Hmm. Well, I suppose there was this topic I wanted to cover. I don't want to sound weird about it. Like, um, what's what's your view on circumcision? Because like personally, I'm against.
Yeah, I'm against it as well. I think it's weird. There's no
Yeah,
point of it.
yeah. Well, what I don't understand is like over here, it's not really a thing, but like where you are, like doctors, like you live in America, right? Well, like doctors seem to do it to like newborns. It's like, well, but why? Is it for a reason?
Well, like it comes from religion, really. It's like a religious thing.
Yeah. Right. But then, like, why is it like medical practice?
Because I don't know why, like, um, but honestly, a bigger reason is it's like there's like this culture around like having a circumcised dick. Honestly,
Mm.
it's just like a thing that's like people just keep doing it, so then like they keep doing it to their kids. I guess you know, like it's just a weird tradition.
Yeah, I mean, like personally, it's like a type of gentle mutilation because it is real.
It is really. There's no, yeah.
Yeah,
It literally is. Like there's no other way of describing that. Like
I mean, like, why is it like when it's the other way around? You know, like female genital mutilation, like everyone's against it, within like, oh, circumcision, mass fat.
I don't know. Because circumcision only happens to babies, I guess. And the argument is like, oh, if you're a baby, you won't even remember it. But it's like you still are cutting a baby.
Yeah, and you grow up with, like a hideous scar. Like, who the hell wants?
Yeah, and it like doesn't it like damage the or it makes it so you have less pleasure nerves, so like you can't even sex
I
is worse.
mean, probably like shouldn't ask it because it's a bit of a personal. Like, have you been like circumcised?
I'm not.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
So where do you live then?
Wait, what'd you say?
Well, where about do you live exactly? Yeah, what city?
Oh, I live in Maine.
Maine.
Yeah.
So it's like, so do they mostly do that?
What?
Well, circumcision. Like, do most people be circumcised like where you are?
Honestly, probably.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
kind of like
'cause-
the. I honestly think more people are circumcised than not.
so you were lucky then.
Right. My parents weren't
Yeah.
weirdos.
Because well, I'm not an expert because I don't live in America, but I always thought it was like the doctors that do it like after your child is born, like a few days later. Is that the case or
Yeah.
what it is?
Well,
That's
yeah. I
pretty
don't
messed up.
think I don't think they do it right after the child is born.
No, I mean like if they do it when they're still like a child.
Yeah, they don't do. Or well, you can get it yourself. Like you can go get one if you want one, but like at any age.
Yeah, because like if you've been circumcised, don't mind. But you look at when I look at someone who's been like circumcised, I think, well, why the hell would you want like a hideous scar? You know, it looks a lot more natural when, and you know, it looks better.
Honestly, that's just like a subjective thing. Like some people think it looks better cut, but I don't. I don't really think it matters how your dick looks.
Yeah, but then like some people are like, pressured into doing it because from what I hear, it's like in America, if you're not circumcised, then it means like you're poor, like shit like that.
I don't know if there's a connection with you being poor. Maybe
Well, not
like
poor,
in the
but
past.
yeah. Well, not so much poor, but some people think, oh well, everyone should be. circumcised and shit like.
It's definitely a societal expectation of men. Yeah.
Yeah. So, so what you're gonna like title this video, like circumcision discussion, or?
Probably. That would be accurate.
Yeah. Yeah, because it is a big problem in parts of the world, you know, about like female genital mutilation, and like the United Nations are trying to like crack down on like, but then like apparently like you know circumcising a child, well, that's fine. Don't you see like the hypocrisy?
I mean, yeah, there is. It definitely is. Yeah, cultural hypocrisy.
Yeah. Do you think it's like people worried about like being called out circumcision?
Being called what?
Some people might think like if you're against circumcision, then like somehow it makes you anti-Semitic. But it's not, though, is it?
It's not. Obviously not.
Hmm.
Even though it's part of the Jewish religion, like.
Yeah.
You're not attacking the Jewish religion.
Yeah.
You're just attacking a thing they do.
So, do you want to cover or?
Well, I don't know. I didn't come
Right,
prepared.
Neither did I.
Huh?
But well, neither did I. But I thought it'd be nice to have a discussion.
Yeah.
Well, it was something I could do. So I was watching like this YouTube, and she's Latina, and like I don't want people to get the wrong idea when I say this, but like she called herself a person of color, and she looks Caucasian, like if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, yeah.
Well, what's your opinion on that?
You can definitely be like a white Hispanic, like white passing Hispanic person is probably still a person of color. That still makes
Even
sense.
if you like, what if you like quarter Latino?
Well, yeah, because you're still. That's still significant enough to affect the way you look.
Yeah, I probably should like one of my favorite porn stars, Trixie Von T. She's like quarter Latina. Yeah, she's nice.
Can you send me a picture of her?
Yeah, she's trans as well,
Yeah.
and she's on circumcision.
Based.
Yeah. So I suppose that's another topic. Like what's your opinion on like breast implants?
On
She has
Brexit?
like on like breast implants.
Oh.
She has. Well, it's funny, but like because she does have implants, but they're more like natural looking, like the way they're moving all.
Right.
So, like personally, I don't like. Well, I don't mind, but you know, I feel like a natural. I mean, do you find that like plastic surgery? Because I think like people look better, you know, without implants and
I
lip
agree.
injections and stuff like.
I don't think I'm ever gonna get plastic surgery. I don't like it.
Yeah, because I don't know why people get like lip injections. Because then you just got like these really puffy lips. I don't really think it looks attractive, but they think it does. So I don't really like see the appeal of that.
Yeah, at a certain point you're just making yourself look worse.
Yeah. Plus, like, if you get like breast implants, then you have to get them changed every 10 years before rise with like a risk of infection.
Right.
So, yeah. I only just like found out about it. It's like apparently every 10 years, like you have to have them replaced, or there's a risk you can get infected. Plus, if it's silicone ones, then if they get ruptured, there's a risk of you dying. So I don't really like see the point in it.
Yeah, well, some trans girls do it for dysphoria.
Yeah, but then you can have like large breasts from like estrogen given it enough time.
Yeah, but maybe like some girls don't get that big from just hormones.
Yeah, but then isn't that like problem? People being prejudiced to being prejudiced towards women with like small breasts because I feel like small breasts. I
Yeah,
don't mind people.
yeah, but it doesn't really matter. Like, all dysphoria ultimately comes from society's prejudice. Like, doesn't mean you shouldn't act on it.
Right. I'm trying to think about what the cover now. Shit. Yeah, it's, alright, well, I was going to mention Blue White, but I am like seen the whole video you were doing about. What was the basis of what you were talking
Well, it was her video about the J.K. Rowling stuff.
about? Right. Was she like against it or support it or
She was defending her.
why was she defending?
Because she thinks that it makes sense to say, like, because she's a trans medicalist. Like, she thinks that being trans is the same thing as having gender dysphoria. She thinks that being trans is based on sex.
Right. Well, it's not.
Right.
Then, like Leah said, like she didn't like it when she was misgendered, and J.K. Rowling was talking about purposely misgendering. That's a bit hypocritical.
Yeah. Defending
like,
TERFs will always be hypocritical for a trans person.
So, like, he's saying that I can't really understand why she's like for J.K. Rowling. Like if she ever met J.K. Rowling, she told her that she was trans, and then she kept calling her he instead, and she'd probably hate it. So I don't really see the point in.
Well, J.K. Rowling probably wouldn't call her he on purpose. She would probably they would probably get along because they share their exclusionary view about what being trans actually even means.
Sure. So that's the thing. Like, I used to like Blue White. Well, it was mostly because I thought she was pretty.
I think that's most people's reasoning. She gets a lot out of her looks.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes she says things that are funny. Like, it might be part of it as well.
I mean, yeah, she's not bad on camera either.
I mean, like it was this video of her like getting assaulted when she did this public experiment. You ever seen that?
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I don't support like Trump myself, but like, you shouldn't fucking stamp on someone's hand with a nail out.
Yeah, maybe not.
And plus, like, even though he didn't know, he just assaulted the trans woman.
Kind of an asshole thing to do.
Yeah. Why does ContraPoints post less content?
Because she puts, like, immense amounts of effort into every video.
Yeah, I know that, but, like, sometimes it can be, like, 5 months before she posts a new video.
Rarely it takes that long. She's been putting them out, like, monthly again.
So does it take, like, a few months for her to get it all together, or...?
Well, she, like, does most of it herself, beyond, like, the script. Because Theron helps her write the scripts. And Zoe Blade makes the music. But she does everything else, like, on her own.
Oh, wait, I just remembered. I did show you a picture of Trixie Von Teese, remember?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she's nice.
She's pretty. She's prettier than Blair.
I forgot what ethnicity she is. She's like quarter everything. She's like quarter Latina, quarter German, and I forgot the other 2 quarters.
That's cool.
So she's like 4 quarters. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I did ContraPoints post a new video account?
Like a month ago.
That's a cringe video.
Yeah.
Remember. Like, did you hear that? Like, do you play video games yourself?
Sometimes.
Well, what kind of video?
I like RPG games.
Cool. What did you hear about all that controversy about Last of Us Part 2?
Well, I know a bunch of like right wingers got mad about it because the girl looks like a man almost.
Well, they were saying like transphobic shit because like they thought she was trans, but she wasn't. She was like biologically female.
Yeah, she's not even trans. They just hate that a woman in a game doesn't look hyper feminine.
Yeah, well, the thing about it is like most people like. Have you played Bethesda?
Oh, I didn't get to play it. I was really young when it came out. Like,
Well, the main thing is, the main reason people are mad is because basically in the first game you play as this character called Jill. He's like, and everyone well, most people like fall in love with that character because it's a like pretty charismatic character and everything. And then in the second game, Abby kills Jill, and that's the main reason people are angry. I was like, okay, you're angry because she killed your favorite character. That's fair enough. I understand that, but like you don't have to, be all like hateful towards it, saying like, oh well, she's like a fucking tranny, or like she's like a She-Hulk and things like that.
yeah, highly cringe.
That's what I don't understand about it. It's like, okay, you can be mad at it because you killed your favorite character, but then why do you have to say like transphobic shit? And she's not even trans, so that's just stupid. But like, and then maybe talking shit about it because she's like muscly.
Yeah. It's just sexism and transphobia combined, kinda.
Yeah. Well, it's quite funny saying that because I was watching PewDiePie played the game. He was doing like a live stream of it, and he wasn't angry at it because of her appearance or anything. He was just angry at it because she killed his favorite character, and that's like fair enough.
Right.
And he said this thing, and I thought it was sort of sweet in his own way. He said, "You can be as muscly as hell and still be a woman." Well, it's true, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I bet some of his fans got really mad when he said that.
Probably. But what's your opinion about PewDiePie?
I think he's probably he probably doesn't care that much about politics, so his opinions are probably kind of bad. He probably tends towards the right wing because his audience seems to.
Well, I don't really know enough about him to say, but I think he's like one of those things that gets misused, like Pepe the Frog, if you know what I mean.
Right. He did work with Ben Shapiro, though,
When did you do Batman?
some meme review video.
Right. But was it just that one video you reacted to it?
Well, yeah, but then he also defended him, and he's made a couple of really weird, yikesy Holocaust jokes. But I don't know. Maybe everybody has done that.
Yeah. It's quite ironic because Ben Shapiro is Jewish as well.
No, I'm just talking about PewDiePie.
What? No, I mean what PewDiePie saying things that are anti-Semitic. No, tell him Holocaust. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Right. I wouldn't really say he's an anti-Semitic. Some people try to twist his weirds around.
I don't know. It was just jokes. Jokes are hard to judge.
Yeah, and I forgot his name, but I was watching this other YouTuber who's Craig again. He's Jewish and he was defending PewDiePie. He's not a fucking anti-Semitic. It was just a fucking joke. You're trying to twist his weirds around.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't have any strong opinions about PewDiePie.
Yeah. I mean, he's got the most subscribers on. Has he got the most subscribers?
Yeah, unless that weird other channel beat him.
Right. Yeah, the thing is, how did he get so big? Is it because he was at the right place at the right time? Because he started YouTube quite, when it was still in its infancy. Do you think that's how he got so?
Well, yeah, even though he wasn't like the first, like there are earlier YouTubers than him who were smaller than him. But yeah, he was like
Right.
around for a long time.
So when did he join? I can't remember if it was 2007 or 2000.
2010.
Was it?
Yeah, that's what his channel
I thought it
says.
was like 2008.
Holy shit, he has 25 trillion views.
How does that work then? What, is it because you can watch a video as many times as you want?
I don't know if YouTube counts repeat views. Those might be unique views.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because there's only, like, what, like 6 billion people on here?
I mean, yeah, true. So they must
Right.
stack. Wait, but a billion is... Wait, I'm confused. My math is bad. A billion is less than a trillion.
Yeah.
Wait, I think he has more than... What is this number? This number is fucking massive.
What, trillion?
It's like...
I think there's
it's
1,000 billions in a trillion.
It's like 25, 915, 375, 695.
There might be 260 billion, I'm not sure.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. I mean, like, do you think, like, whatever you put political view, like, you can still enjoy PewDiePie?
Maybe.
Because, like, he's an entertainer, that's what he does.
Right.
And, like, one of the main reasons I like him is I'm a gamer. You know, he does lots of game-related stuff, and you know, he just seems, like, really funny, and he's got really likable personality. I think that's, like, what really, like, gets people watching.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because, like, probably never heard of, like, this video game. It's called Parappa the Rap. It's like this music game. And it's probably the hardest music game ever made. You can time the keys perfectly, and then you can still fail the level. Basically, he was playing it, and he was, like, really showing his frustration. And I just thought it was fucking hilarious. Like, he was actually having, like, a mental breakdown. It was probably for real as well.
Some of that is obviously performative, though, because, like, they know that
Yeah,
they're on camera. Like, you have to hype it up for the video.
Yeah, I know he's, like, performing, but, like, I can tell, like, it's really getting to him because it's...
Right,
Because, like, I really struggle with my... You know. But, like I was saying, that's probably why people like him, because they can relate to him about things like that. Because lots of people play the same games and, like, they know, like, how frustrating it can be, or, like, tell jokes about it and shit like that.
Right, yeah, a bunch of, like, surface level engagement.
Yeah.
How you get a lot of normies to like you.
Parappa the Rap. And I thought it was quite funny because there's this amateur trans porn star, and she, like, used the same name, but she calls herself Patrappa. You know, like Patrappa. Instead of Parappa.
Nice.
Yeah. What's your views on, like, vaping?
Vaping?
Yeah.
I think it's probably not as bad for you as they say. I think that was a really stupid authoritarian thing that they did when they made a big spook out of that.
Well, I don't know. I've been vaping for about a year and a half. But I do it a lot, and sometimes it does get hard to breathe. But I never used to do that before.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm skeptical.
Because I did start smoking. It was like a stupid idea, but I only did it for like a month, and I started vaping since then.
Yeah, vaping is definitely better for you than smoking.
It's easier not to start in the first place, but I was like pissed off about something, so I thought, nah, fuck it. Do a pack of cigars. Yeah, it was the first one I ever smoked. It was a cigarette.
Cigars
They
are
don't sell
better
it.
for you than cigarettes, too.
Yeah, but they don't. Well, where I live, like, they don't sell like the thick ones. They only sell like these little tiny thin ones. Don't know why, because I remember when I was a kid, we used to sell the thick ones. Oh, did you hear about, like, in the UK, you can't actually display, like, the tobacco? It's like behind this, like, slide rule.
Weird.
Yeah, it's because the government's trying to put people off smoking. It's
Yeah.
like, because you're always gonna, if you're addicted to it, you're gonna do it anyway.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of what addiction means, yeah. That's not how you cure addiction.
Yeah, so I don't really see the point in putting money towards legislation like you have to have a sliding door so people can't see the tobacco product, and also do we have like warnings on cigarettes?
Yeah.
Is it like on the front of the packet? It's like on the back.
I think it's on the back of all of them.
Right.
Or even on the bottom.
Quite, yeah, because it's quite strange. Like you see, I think it was the European Union that's done this. So like every pack of tobacco products, it's got to have a weird "smoking kills" written on it, like in big letters on the front cover, and it's written in like different European languages. And so we got that over here, that first time. But then the NHS came up with this other idea. So not only has it got "smoking kills" like in big letters, but they also put like a picture of like decaying lungs or like someone with a hole in their throat or something. You know, write like little warnings on it, like smoking makes you go blind and shit, like
right.
To try and scare people off.
But even that isn't gonna solve addiction.
I know. I mean, it's like sometimes I do feel like, well, what are we doing to this nation? Because when I was a kid, obviously I didn't smoke, but like my father did, and like we'd just buy a pack of cigarettes, to have like a normal label on it. It's like, why are you being so like drastic about it? It's not going to stop people smoking it. Plus, you got all these like hideous pictures on it. It's like decay in London.
Maybe people don't want to see that. But I guess that's the point, is they're literally just trying to scare you out of it, scare you into abstinence.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. But then the government, they don't even know like how addiction works.
Right, like you need medical programs to deal with the actual problem.
And a lot of them probably don't smoke themselves. And I mean, a lot of the government people, they probably do smoke them.
Oh, they're probably being hypocritical. Yeah, they think like it's okay when they do it.
Yeah. What really like pissed me off about that was like you have all these warnings on like tobacco, but you don't have any of it on like alcohol products. And alcohol-related violence over here is a really big problem.
Yeah, it is over here. It is everywhere. Alcohol is like the only drug that is proven statistically to make people violent. Like,
if you doped people up with amphetamines, would that make them violent?
It might exacerbate pre-existing violence, probably. I don't know if meth is really like, because speed doesn't make you like aggressive. It just makes you like speedy.
Really talkative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas alcohol like exacerbates aggression in people.
I'm trying to get up drinking myself. Like I got quite a bad drinking problem. I am trying to get.
Yeah, I've never drank before.
Yeah, because like plus like, I don't know if this is like true or not, but like, I was like, if you're biologically male, like, you drink large amounts of alcohol, it makes your hair fall out. Well, like slowly over time. It does like damage your hair follicle.
Probably does.
But
estrogen will help you with that.
Yeah. I thought it was weird, like, why doesn't it do it to women? I mean, maybe it does, I don't know. Well, but not as extreme as...
Cis women have more natural estrogen.
Right. Yeah, but the thing is, like, with male pattern baldness, it's not really so much with testosterone. It's like, what happens is, your testosterone is converted into this hormone called DHT, which causes male pattern baldness.
Right,
and I'm taking finasteride, helps to block it. So
Nice.
Now, well, the effects aren't perfect. It's not going to grow back everything, but it slowed it down. But the thing is, like, I had this like big drinking bin. So I had like this. I started like binge drinking for a few months, so I think I might have lost like a lot more hair.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not sure if it
maybe.
was because of the drinking.
I don't know.
Hmm. Hmm. What I like to do, like I said, I'm trying to give it. But what I used to like, I used to like mixing energy drinks with vodka because it's a really weird experience. Like you are pretty drunk, but you don't feel as drunk as you are. It's like
I see.
that's another thing the government was complaining about. Like you can buy cans of alcohol, caffeine drinks in shops. And then the government was complaining about like kids drinking it. Well, it's like, well, why are you complaining about the drink? You know, you should be like complaining about people that are giving alcohol to kids in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like that's the thing over here. Like the government, they just want to blame things on like things, you know, instead of like taking responsibility.
I think a
You know,
lot
like
of like lazy government officials will try to do things like that instead of trying to fix actual societal problems.
I'm not like getting on your nerves of asking you all these questions.
Oh no.
No, good. No, it's just because I like to talk a lot.
Yeah, that's what we're doing, yeah.
I thought of another topic. Like remember our last stream we were talking about there are a few people that like aren't sure they transition, then they like detransition.
Right, yeah.
Well, like you said, you can always detransition, but there is a few things about that. It's like, well, one is being on estrogen for so long, it's going to make you sterile. The other thing is like if you have had gender reassignment, nothing you can do about it.
Right.
Not really. Like, I'm not even sure what my own opinion about that is, but like, what's your opinion?
Well, I think that that's why you should really know that's what you want to do before you make those decisions.
Yeah, because like if I was on, like, I'm not planning on having gender reassignment surgery. I was thinking about having a orchiectomy like later in my transition, but like I said, like if you're just on hormones, you can stop taking them. But once you have an orchiectomy, there's nothing you can really do about it.
Yeah, once you have a surgical operation, they can't really like that. They can't really go back and change that.
Yeah,
Surgery is more drastic than hormones.
but the effects better when you have orchiectomy, like hormonal effects. That's what
I don't know much about that.
yeah, because you basically like removed your source of testosterone, so you don't really have to take like a testosterone blocker anymore.
Oh,
Plus,
right. Yeah.
like the estrogenal effects from the pills you're taking, it's like slightly more effective.
All right then. That sounds cool then.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it.
You just got to make sure when the time comes, I guess.
Because, well, I was going to transition when I was 20, but I wasn't sure about. It was kind of stupid because, like, the main thing that put me off it was the fact that I'm gonna, like lose all my function down there. But like now, I just don't care. It's not happy living.
Yeah, and also like they can freeze your sperm for you, but you said that you don't know about sperm banks around you.
Well, there probably are some. When I see my GP, I'll have to talk to him. But
Yeah.
like, they're a long way from where I live, so
But you can definitely do that, like
yeah. Do you have to pay for it? Like,
I don't know if you would have. I probably would have to, but I don't know about you over there.
but it sounds weird. Do you have to pay like every few months?
Every few months for what?
for like them keeping your sperm frozen.
I hope it doesn't work that way. That sounds really stupid.
Yeah, it does. But like, like some of these places are probably concerned about like space, everything like that. Don't
Yeah.
they? What's the weather like where you live then?
The weather?
Yeah. I mean, like, is it always hot or is it like raining or?
The weather's insane here. Maine is like the northernmost state in the continental US, so like our winters are freezing and snowy as shit, but the summer is like warm.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like that over here, except it rains all the time.
Yeah.
But like the weather, it's really fucking unpredictable. It's in the middle of summer now, and all it's done is rain. But like for the next, well, it's already been 2 days, but for the next 3 days, it's going to be like the hottest week of the year. So, well, I think it
Yeah.
was the decade. Then. So like all it's really done is rain throughout all last summer, and now we got 3 days of like the biggest heat wave in 10 years. So it's like,
Well, every successive year is hotter than the last.
yeah.
The climate is
Do you
changing.
like the rain?
I love
Do you like the
rain.
rain or does it get on your nerves?
I love it. I go walk in
I
it.
mean, I don't mind it, but when it does that all the time, it's just
Yeah, it definitely rains less here than in the UK.
I mean, you're quite lucky. Like, do you get like 300 days of summer? Or like,
Um,
does it like
no, most of the year is freezing, actually.
right?
There's like 3 months of summer in the year.
Yeah. That's more like over here.
It's, yeah,
Because
because we're closer to you than other states.
right, yeah, only last 60 days over here.
But if you go down south, it's like hot all the time.
It's, like I saw a documentary about this and thought it was quite interesting. It's like apparently like Nevada's like beneath sea level, and that's why it's like hotter over there. I don't know how it works, but apparently that's why it's like a desert over there.
Whoa.
But that was all like an ocean one time, like millions of years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, because that's how that works.
Mm. It's cool. I think it's made of. Yeah, I think most of the ground over here is like what's it called? Sandstone. That's it. So basically, that's like sand from millions of years. That's all being fossilized.
Damn.
Mm.
I
So
don't
do you
know
like things
anything
like that?
about that.
Yeah. So you like things like that, then, like science and history.
Well, I like history, but like I have more of like I like language arts and history more than like math and science.
Right. Well, like I just like take an interest in what I find interesting. Like I used to be like quite into like ancient, but I'm not really that much anymore. Like, I still find it. It's just like whatever I find interesting. I've always been a big fan of Japanese culture.
Yeah.
Hmm. And well, someone once said it's like Japanese. Well, some of the Japanese got like a big interest in Western culture because it's so different from their own. And that's probably one of the main reasons I like Japanese culture so much, is because of like how drastically different it is.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, everything's like really artistic. And like I'm an artist myself, so
Yeah.
and it always seems to be like that. Like, I mean, even like samurai armor, it's like an art piece. They have those things on the helmet. I forgot what it's called now. Sort of U-shape. And that mask where you like to scare the enemy, which sort of looks like an angry,
Mm-hmm.
like painted red. Hmm. Do you like stuff like that? Samurai.
I'm not really into like Asian cultural aesthetic that much, to be honest. I'm into like Soviet Russia and like the Russian Revolution and like all of that type of thing. That's like where I'm fascinated.
Well, do you think the modern Russian military look similar to the Soviet Union?
No, they went so far to the right of where they were going.
Do you think they were just like modernized?
Huh?
Do you think we were just like modernized a bit? You know, like the uniforms and everything.
Well, no, because like the whole structure of the society became like proto-fascist instead of like communist.
So, well, what's your like opinion on like the British Empire?
Oh, they did a lot of colonizing. The British Empire is probably one
Yeah,
of the most evil forces in history.
yeah, I know. But, it's quite ironic, really, because like you know, sometimes when I'm watching like World War One films, like everyone seems to hate the Germans in it. I was like, oh, we were a lot worse than they were. You know, with British Empire.
Yeah. And everybody just beat the shit out of Germany in that war. Like,
And like, I think like all those people they died for nothing because there was a war that shouldn't happen.
yeah, most wars shouldn't have happened.
Yeah. And plus, like, quite ironic because before that war, German Empire and the British Empire they were really close friends. So it just shows like how much war can change.
It shows you how empire friendships work.
Well, I think it wasn't so much like an empire friendship; it was more like a monarchy friendship.
Yeah, still though, like when your societal system is based on domination, you're just gonna compete until there's no competitors. You're just gonna fight all your allies.
Yeah.
When you no longer have a common enemy.
So, what's your views on like religion?
I don't like it personally. I'm like an atheist.
Yeah. I mean, like, what's your views on like atheists defending Muslims? Because I saw like this video of it was like this black street preacher. Remember this Muslim guy was having a go at this atheist woman was defended by Muslim.
Well, you can criticize Islam and defend Muslims, like.
Yeah. Yeah, because like, I haven't got anything against Muslim. It's like some of the things that happens in this country, completely against.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not sure if you know about like the what was it, the Iranian Revolution. See, like, I'm not sure if they were they all Muslim in the 70s? I'm not sure, but like, basically, like, there was this revolution, and they all went like extreme right wing, Islamic State. Yeah.
I think it was a secular state before, and then they became Islamists.
And it's like women could just wear whatever before then, and it's now like, oh, you got to cover up, and it's like,
Right.
yeah. And I think like people were a lot happier before that happened. You know, you could just like be whoever you want to.
Definitely. Personal liberty increases happiness for sure. Like.
And like, I saw this video on YouTube. I think it was, yeah. So it was like the stock footage of like Baghdad in the 1950s, and it's like sort of looked like an ancient civilization. You know, they had all not clay houses, but you know, like old-fashioned houses, and the city was like one big circle. Everyone just seemed so happy doing things like craftsmanship and stuff like that. And you think about the state on it now, it's like,
Yeah, now they live under religious tyranny.
yeah.
And they're under, like, the sights of the U.S., the biggest military power in the world. Like.
Yeah. And I had this conversation with someone else. It's like, everyone seems to talk shit about, like, Saddam Hussein, but, okay, he wasn't a nice person at all, but, like, at least when he was in charge, the whole nation was in one piece, if you know what I'm saying.
Dictator defending. I see.
Well, I'm not dictator defending. What I mean is, like, when like foreign nations like interfere with other nations, you know, just basically turn it to rubble. That's what I meant.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was better before we came in and fucked everything up. Yeah, I take your point.
Yeah, like with Colonel Gaddafi, like, yeah, I'm not defending him, but like,
We
that nation is
shouldn't have
just corrupt.
invaded Libya. Yeah.
Yeah. Would you ever read his book? He wrote a book, Colonel Gaddafi.
No, Gaddafi was like a tanky, right? He was like an authoritarian leftist.
Right. Yeah, because, well, what's your opinion on like Pol Pot then? You ever heard of him?
Yeah, he did was that Cambodia?
Yeah, that was Cambodia.
Yeah. He's probably one of the bloodier of the so-called communist dictators.
Yeah. So what's your opinion on people like that? That call themselves communists, but like they do things like that.
Yeah, it's just different types of people trying to make communism happen, or they're like saying that they're making communism happen. But
Yeah.
really it's like you're just conducting a brutal authoritarian government in a lot of cases.
Yeah, and also like he wanted to kill all the intellects. It's like, well, if you're gonna build like a better civilization, why kill
Yeah, why
highly
the
intelligent people?
fuck are you killing the intellectuals if you're trying to bring about socialism? Like, usually the socialists are the intellectuals in a society. Like,
Like you want a peasant society. That's what you want.
right. It's like hyper Maoist, like, thinking of, like, the peasants take over.
And also like if you wore glasses, you were considered an intellect, and you were probably killed. Just for wearing glasses.
That's weird.
I mean, it's like, oh, how does like wearing glasses make you more intelligent?
Yeah, what about stupid people with glasses on? Like,
Yeah. I always thought it was weird about them.
it definitely
Have
is.
you ever seen the television show Deadliest Warrior?
No.
Well, basically, it's like Piece of Story, and then we take different warriors throughout history, and then they like test weaponry and stuff like that, and
That's
they run it
cool.
through a simulator to see like who would win in real life. And there was this episode. It was Pol Pot versus Saddam Hussein. What was great.
Who won?
Saddam Hussein. Like, you just go like by weapon. That's I don't even know like how that simulation. Probably all bullshit.
I don't know. Yeah, like, they can't get everything right.
Yeah.
But who knows?
I also had like Viet Cong versus Waffen SS. That's my favorite episode.
Who won that one?
Waffen SS.
Do the communists always lose?
No, we don't always. But well, most of them do.
Are the people who make
Well, not
this like
communists,
right
really.
wing?
Well, there was this Russian special forces team at Rum, but they're not they were established in the communist era, so I think we did win one episode.
Was it like the KGB?
No, it wasn't KGB. It was someone else. I can't remember.
The Kremlin?
It might be sure. And apparently, back then, they used to like train them by making them swim in a swimming pool full of blood. Don't really know.
That's
Well,
kind
that's
of
gonna teach
badass.
Yeah. But what if someone like really likes blood, and then you might as well have done with them a favor?
Right, somebody has a blood fetish. It's just like in the pool like all night.
So do you like gory shit then? Stuff like that?
I like horror movies that have a lot of gore in them. I like gore films.
Yeah, I love slasher films. You ever seen The Collection?
No, I don't think I have.
You'd probably like that one. Like, are you a fan of the Saw film?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a cross between Saw and Seven.
Oh, cool.
You ever seen Seven?
I've seen scenes of it. It's a pretty fucked up movie.
Right. Yeah. I mean, basically, it's like that. Like there's lots of booby traps in it, so it's similar to Saw, and also where he like punishes his victims is similar to like in Seven. But the difference is he hasn't got the ideology of like either, just like kill him for the sake.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to spoil it, but like there's this twist ending. It's a fucking good twist as well.
That's always good. I thought the
Yeah.
newer Saw movie, the Jigsaw movie, had like a good twist ending. I thought that wasn't even bad for like a sequel of a sequel of a sequel.
Yeah. Affects it for continuity though.
That's true. They totally shit all over the continuity in that movie.
Why didn't they bring back Shawnee Smith? Like, she was my favourite. You know, the character that plays Amanda. You remember her?
Which one is that?
She was like the heroin addict.
Oh yeah, and she gets dropped the needles. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
That's what I
part
want to
was
see in like
fucked up.
I know it would, but I want to see her in like a new Saw film. And it's like, if she went for like a solid reboot, it doesn't matter that she's gotten older,
Yeah, that's true.
because you could just like retell the story. It's like,
Just use the same actors.
yeah. I had a crush on her since I was 14 years old. It's just and what was it? I always loved that haircut she had in the second. I always thought it was cute. Because like I do prefer women with long hair, but like some women like really cute with short hair, and I think that haircut on it was absolutely perfect.
That's true.
Yeah. Do you think she's pretty? Well,
I mean, yeah.
it's hard to believe like she's in her 50s.
You can still be hot and be in your 50s.
Yeah. No, but it's like in the second film, she looks like she's in her like mid to late 20s. But she was like 36 or 37.
Right, yeah. Movie
She
magic
like
is
aged
the thing.
I wish I aged.
Right?
Yeah. Do you ever wish you could be young for it? Well, I mean, like you're younger than.
Yeah, I am pretty young still. I'm pretty happy
Yeah.
with how old I am, to be honest.
I mean, when you reach your 20s, time really goes quickly.
Yeah.
It feels like I'm 25.
Right.
It only feels like it only feels like 3 years ago I was like 19. But it's like
That was 6 years ago.
I don't know. Maybe it's because like maybe it was because I was fucking around, not really doing anything with my time, or it could have been because I was picked on pretty badly, so maybe it made me feel older. Right? I don't know.
Well, sometimes people who are more mature get picked on. So it could just be because you're like more mature than other people your age, or you were.
Right. There was this question I was going to ask, but I can't remember it. It's really. It will come back. Have you ever done that with one of these streams? You were going to ask something, but you forgot.
Oh, I sometimes forget what I'm thinking about. Like,
Right.
it just kind of floats away.
So you're going to post this one on YouTube as well?
Mm-hmm. As long as the audio is
Why do
fine.
you... Yeah. I mean, like, it's my audio, because I'm speaking this through my phones.
Yeah,
It's not really got the best
you sound great to me. Yeah.
Thanks. Why is it like whenever you post a video on YouTube, even if it's got hardly any views, there's always someone that dislikes it? Like,
I have
is it like
no idea. I have no idea who's disliking every video I make. I have no clue, but I noticed that.
Is it like a bot that does it?
Maybe. It could be that.
Yeah, because I posted this video, like, used their text-to-speech engine, and it was like taking a piss out of Alex. It's got like over 40 views. It's got 1 like and 2 dislikes, so
There's probably Alex Jones fans.
yeah. then like why would we even want if it's only got like? I mean, if you Google Alex Jones, it's probably not even.
Yeah,
It's
it's
got like
probably like
42 views.
a bunch of pages back.
Right. So who scrolls through that many pages?
I don't know. I have no idea how some people find some things.
It's really fucking weird how YouTube works.
The algorithm has strange ways.
Because like I did this Silent Hill 3 walkthrough. It's like the second video. It always seems to have the most views for some reason. I mean, I did like the last part and that's got like 4 views, but the part before that it's only got 1 view. And it's been quite a few weeks and no one else has watched it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wish there was like more of like a way of like sharing your content. Like where the fuck do you share your content to? Where people will actually find it.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you googled Silent Hill 3 walkthrough, like, my video would probably be on the final page.
Yeah.
But it's like, a lot of these other walkthroughs with, like, more views, they're, like, 2 years old.
Right.
So, like, is it the one with the most views that's on the first page? Is that how it works?
Probably. Because it's based on, like, how lucrative the videos are for YouTube.
What?
It's based off of, like, how much money YouTube makes off the videos at the end of the day. Because YouTube is a company.
Yeah. How much money do you think PewDiePie makes off?
PewDiePie, I know for a fact, is a millionaire.
Yeah. What, is that just from YouTube?
Probably, yeah.
So, how do you actually make money from YouTube?
Well, nobody really makes money off of ads anymore. What you have to do is, like, have a Patreon and, like, a PayPal donation thing. And, like, super chats and streams and stuff. And, like, sponsor deals.
Sure. So, what about Jacksepticeye? You're a fan of them all?
No.
Why not? Then?
I'm not that much of a gamer. I don't watch gaming YouTube anymore.
Yeah, I mean, well, I used to be a pretty big gamer, but recently I've just been sitting in bed watching stupid films. Like, one of my favourite games is Resident Evil 4. I haven't played it in a few years, and I was playing it a few days ago, and I started kicking my ass. It's like, I really used to fucking love this game, and now I can't even have fun with it.
Damn.
It's probably one of the games with best replay value, because when you finish it, you get all like these extra weapons. Like you gotta find enough gold in the game to buy them, and get an infinite rocket launcher and like an infinite Thompson submachine gun. I mean, you can just like breeze through the game with no problem. It's like first time you play it, just like kicks your ass all the time.
But every other time you play it, it just gets easier?
Well, it's not so much it gets easy, but like I said, after you finish the game, you can buy better weapons, plus when you play through it again, you know where like all the treasure is,
right?
So you can sell that, and you can upgrade your.
Dishonored 2 is kind of like that. That's what I've been playing a lot of.
I got that one, but I haven't played it yet.
It's really good.
Right. So, is there anything you want to like discuss or?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna end stream now. Actually.
Oh sure. When do you think we can do like another one?
Oh,
I
don't know.
I'll be more prepared next.
I mean,
Well,
I'll probably be streaming again some point in the weekend or like Monday. So.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll be more prepared now.
All right.
Like sorry if I was just like rambling about random shit, but
That's fine. People like that too. Some people just like listening to like a conversation.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
So this one's going on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll repost it on my channel as well if that's okay with you.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, it was really nice talking to you.
Yeah, it was nice talking to you. Bye.
Yeah. Take care.
Based. Based.